Hello everybody and welcome to Yoga Flow. My name is Melanie de Villiers and I'm coming to you from Cape Town in South Africa, where we've just gone from summer into autumn. It's quite an adjustment for us Cape Townians who absolutely love the sun. So today's theme is about trust and surrender. Really allowing the process of life to unfold in its absolute natural way, which often we find resistance inside ourselves if things don't unfold the way that we would like them to. And today's set is based on Iyengar yoga, and we will focus on opening the hips and opening the heart to really come to this place of really just letting go and going with the flow. The props you may need for today's practice is 2 foam blocks or 2 books of the same size. You can get creative. And then a belt or a scarf or a strap, whatever you've got available. And then it's always nice to have a blanket for under your head in the final Shavasana, or perhaps a blanket over you. So if you'd like to, please get your props ready now. Please practice in a way that is nourishing to your body, your mind, and your soul. If you have any health concerns or any physical injuries, please modify as you need to. And if you feel that there's strain in your body or strain in your breath, then please take rest, pause the video, and then continue again. There are parts of the sequence that are quite dynamic. So please take care of yourself and enjoy the practice, most importantly. So we're going to begin with your 2 blocks stacked next to each other, very close together, compact in towards each other. Come to sit on your 2 blocks and spread your legs wide out for Upavishta Konasana. And we are going to go to Siddhasana, so the pose of a sage, which we all need a little bit of that energy right now. So I'm going to mirror you, take your right hand behind your right knee. So you actually hold the back of the knee to protect your knee joint, and then pull that right foot closer to you and bring the sole of your right foot to face upward with your heel in front of your pubic bone. And then do the same thing with your left leg. So you take the knee behind the knee with your left hand and then pull that leg in, turn the foot, the sole of the foot to face up, and then release both your knees down. So you're going to sit right at the front edge of your support. You can take your hands and just draw your buttock flesh back so that you're seated on your sitting bones. Very nice hip opener. But also this posture really opens up the energy flow in the spine, and which is basically our central nervous system, our central communication system, and our central nadi, our central energy channel. So very important that that opens up so that there's a free flow of energy and an open communication in our system. So from here, bring your palms of your hands together at your heart and just feel the touch of your 2 palms come together in Atma Anjali Mudra. So you're creating an energetic seal that brings together the right and the left hemispheres of your brain, the left and the right sides of your body. And in that way, this is really a gesture of union. And then when you feel ready, very gently let your eyes close and just look inward towards your heart space. Bring your attention to the base of your posture, rooting down your sitting bones towards the earth. And then gently coil your tailbone towards your pubic bone and draw your pubic bone back towards your tailbone. so that you can accentuate that lift from your pelvic floor up along your central channel, right up to the crown of your head. Let your upper buttocks settle down and your abdomen broaden back and up. Bring your shoulder blades into your back body to lift your sternum. Let your collarbones smile open and relax the tops of your shoulders down your back, away from your ears. Soften your throat. Relax your jaw and your tongue. And keep your eyes softening in the direction of your heart, that sense of internally looking towards that knowing, that truth deep inside you. And allow the crown of your head to just very gently ease upward towards the sky. And let your breath flow freely in and out of the passages of your nostrils. It's keeping your mouth very lightly closed. Just experiencing this moment exactly the way that it is right now. Just allowing, surrendering to what is. And then, without disturbing yourself too much, just very gently let your eyes open. And then take your legs back out into Upavishta Konasana. And then we're going to change sides. So now take your left hand behind your left knee and draw your left foot in. Turn the sole of your foot to face upward, and the heel is as close in front of your pubic bone as possible. Same thing with your right leg. Take your right knee behind your right knee and bring your right foot in front of your left foot, soles of your feet turning up, and let your knees settle down. So here, if you find that's very difficult to get your knees down, or there's any stress in your hips or your knees, you can always put a blanket under your knees. Again, if you need to just release your buttock flesh back, so you on your sitting bones. And then once again, bring your palms of your hands to touch. So in that gesture of union. And when you feel ready, once again, soften your eyes inward. Look towards your heart space. Re-lift and lengthen your spine, but keeping that containment of your abdomen drawing back to your spine to protect your lower back, and so that there's a lift out of your pelvis right up through your torso to the crown of your head, but a release of the shoulders down so that your throat and your neck can be free. There's an internal elegance as you just allow the natural process of life to unfold. Sense of really just surfing those waves of life as they ebb and flow. And we'll open with 3 chants of Om. Exhale completely and inhale deeply. bow your head to your heart and take a moment here to make your own internal acknowledgements. Release the backs of your hands onto your thighs. Very softly let your eyes open and then raise your head back up. Remove your props from your mat. And just before you lie down, I would like to show you the foot position we're going to use for Baddha Konasana. So we're going to start with the soles of the feet together in the classical way, but then I'm going to ask you to place one foot on top of the other, and it's just the outer ankle touching the inner ankle. So just so that you can see what that position looks like. And just to show you the full sequence before you lie down. So we'll do that Baddha Konasana variation, then bringing the feet flat once again. And then I'm going to ask you to bring the outer heel to the outer thigh and dropping the knees over to the side. And then the final position is the little toe side of the foot in the middle of the thigh and then bringing your leg closer to you. Here, some of you might need to place a few blocks or support underneath your head. Okay, so come to lie down on your back. Outer edges of your feet square for the moment. And then just turn your palms of your hands to face upward. Bring your middle shoulder blades into your back and then roll your upper arm bones out so that your chest is open. Bring your soles of your feet to touch in Baddha Konasana. And then release your upper buttock flesh towards your heels so that there's length in your lower back. And now bring your right outer foot onto your left inner foot. And just let the weight settle down. And allow your hips to very gently release and open up. Keep your lower abdominal area gently broadening back to your lower spine and up in the direction of your chest so that there's a protection of your lower back. And just let your throat soften, let your eyes relax. And take a few breaths here where you just focus on your exhalation. Just releasing, letting go. And bring your soles of your feet together once again. And now change. Bring your left foot on top of your right foot, so outer ankle to inner ankle. And then just let the weight settle down. Allow your hips to release. Again, check that your lower abdominal area gently draws back and up. It's like you want to feel your lower back ironing out into the earth. And just feel the earth underneath you. And allow yourself to completely surrender into the support of the earth. And using your exhale breaths just to settle, soften, let go. Bring your soles of your feet together once again. And then from there, bring your knees back together. Separate your feet hip distance apart. And again, just release your upper buttocks towards your heels. Now, take your outside of your right foot to the outside of your left thigh. And then bring your arms out a little bit more to the side and drop both your knees over to your right side. So you just let gravity open up your hips. Release your shoulders down your back, away from your ears. Keep your abdomen softening back and up. Just observe your breath. Just allowing your breath to be free. And then come back to the center. Step your feet onto the earth, level your sacrum. And now take the outside of your left foot to the outside of your right thigh. And again, just let the weight of gravity take your knees down towards your left side. Just allow your body to settle into the shape and explore the subtle sensations that are unfolding for you. Deep, steady, easy breaths. And then coming back to the center, step your feet down onto the earth. And now cross the little toe side of your right foot to the center of your left thigh. And weave your right hand through this loop and bring your left hand around. So you hold onto your shin bone and then for a moment lift up. So if you feel that when you lie back you can't quite come down, then please take some support underneath your head, whether that be your 2 blocks or your blanket. And then on the exhale, release down, take your shin with you. And you're aiming to bring this right foot towards your left shoulder as you draw that left thigh, that left shin closer to you. Let your lower back and your sacrum settle into the earth. Roll that outer right hip away from your torso, backwards. And then exhale, release, step your feet back onto the earth. And now cross your left little toe side of the foot to the center of your right thigh. Bring your left arm through the loop, right hand around. Lift up for a moment. Really interlock your fingers around that shin bone. Again, if you need support under your head, you just keep it there. And now exhale, pull on that right shin bone and lie your body back. And as you pull on the shin bone, you're taking this left foot towards your right shoulder. Let your sacrum and your lower back settle into the earth. And just focusing on your exhale breaths as you release. Outer left thigh, roll it away from your torso to the back thigh. And then release, step your feet onto the earth and just level your sacrum and pause there for a moment. And then from here, reach your right arm up beside your ear, roll your body onto your right side. Come up to seated in a cross-legged position with your right leg crossed in front. I'm just mirroring you. And cross your legs in such a way that your legs are crossed in the middle of your shins. So that means that your heels are directly in front of your knees. If you find that there's any gripping on your hip flexors, then take a block and come to sit on a block. Hello, Nabu. Here's Nabu the cat. So that's an option just so that you can create space in your hip flexor area. Release your buttock flesh back so that you're seated on your sitting bones. Okay, and you want to ensure that you can easily lengthen your spine. So if you need to sit on some height, please do that. And then from here, walk your hands forward and claw your hands forward as much as you can. Keep the lift from your pubic bone to your breastbone forward, shoulder blades into your back body. And then once you've drawn yourself maximum forward, then from there, let your body settle down towards the earth. Just let your shoulders relax, let your eyes relax. Hello, Nunu. And then gently come back up. So Nabukat is my biggest teacher. He teaches me how to let go and surrender. It's got no issues. Okay, and now from there, just straighten your legs out in front of you and then change the cross of your leg. So you bring your left leg in front, again cross in the middle of your shins, and so that your heels are directly in front of your knees. Release your buttock flesh backward. So you're seated on your sitting bones. Let your spine be fully upright. And then from there, bring your hands forward and then claw your hands forward. Keep the lift and length from your pubic bone to your breastbone as you lengthen forward. And then finally, you settle down. Some of you might be able to get your head to the floor. Just in a gesture of surrendering. Just letting go and allowing this moment to be as it is right now. And then from there, slowly come back up. Okay, then come to stand on your hands and your knees. And check that your index fingers are facing directly forward, all your other fingers spread wide. Really root down through the thumb and index finger side of your hand. Tuck your toes under, broaden and spread your lower abdomen back to your lower spine. And then from there, come onto the balls of your feet as you send your sitting bones high up towards the sky. So keep rooting down through the thumb and index finger side of your hand, but roll your upper arm bones out. Externally rotate your upper arms and push so much with your hands that you lift your sitting bones even higher up. Bring your shoulder blades into your back body and move your chest towards your thighs. And then from there, move your front thighs to your back thighs. And from your calf muscles now, begin to extend your heels down towards the earth. But see, can you still keep that lift of your sitting bones as you do that? For those of you with more open hamstrings, maybe make your dog stretch a little bit longer so that you have to work to get your heels down a little bit more. Then relax your head and your neck. Look in between your big toes. Just holding, breathing, feeling, allowing the moment. And then from there, exhale, Adho Mukha Virasana, big toes together, knees apart. Sit back to your heels. And then from Adho Mukha Virasana, wave your body forward. Separate your feet and come to lie down on your abdomen. Bring your hands slightly forward of your shoulders. Point your toes back, roll your inner thighs up, your outer hips down. And then push into your hands and begin to lift your chest. But keep your pubic bone into the earth and push your pubic bone up towards your breastbone and open your heart space. Release the tops of your shoulders down your back. Open your throat. And just allow your breath to flow freely, easily. Again, just that feeling of being open to the moment. To receive the moment as it is. And then exhale slowly. Soften your body down. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. And then slowly push back onto your knees. Tuck your toes under and move back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Back into your dog stretch. Keep drawing your knees and your thighs up strongly. Roll your inner thighs back. Compact your outer hips in towards your midline. And then drawing your frontal hip bones in towards each other. Broaden and spread your lower abdominal area back to your lower spine. Almost like a suction action of your lower abdomen towards the area underneath your chest, underneath your rib cage. And then once again, exhale, Adho Mukha Virasana, big toes together. Let your body settle back, let your arms relax, forehead down. And then from there, once again, wave forward, square your feet. Let your body settle onto the earth. Bring your hands slightly forward of your shoulders, spreading the fingers wide. Press into the tops of your feet. Draw your knees and your thighs up. Press into your hands like you're pushing the earth away from you. And then push your pubic bone into the floor and lift your pubic bone towards your breastbone and open your heart space. Bring your shoulders deep into your back. Release the tops of your shoulders down and open your throat. Let your jaw and your tongue release. Let your eyes soften as you look up and just find that internal connection. And then exhale, soften your body down. Bring your hands so that they're underneath your shoulders and then slowly push back onto your knees. Tuck your toes under. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Now from Adho Mukha Svanasana, begin to walk your feet forward towards your hands. Keep your feet almost as wide as your sticky mat, so a bit wider than your hips even. Some of you might need your blocks here. And then from there, just let your upper body surrender down towards the earth. And pay attention to the length of your spine. So please take care of the length of your spine first and foremost. And then you can start straightening your legs. Interlock your fingers behind your back. Bring your arms up and over your head. Squeeze your palms together to your capacity and let your arms release. Those of you with more hyperflexible elbows, bend your elbows a little bit out to the side so that you can get the stretch more into your shoulder area. And those of you with really tight shoulders, you might prefer to just take your strap or your scarf in between your hands. And now bring your hands back to your sacrum. Change the interlock of your fingers so the other index finger comes in front. Again, squeeze your palms of your hands together and bring your arms up and over your head. Again, if you feel that your elbows are hyperextended, just bend your elbows out to the side a little bit to bring the stretch more into the shoulder joint. Your head and your neck relax. So at any point, if you need to bend your knees, please do that. Let your spine be long. And then keeping your interlock of your fingers or holding onto your scarf or your belt, slowly draw your arms back and up and come up to standing and just release your arms beside your body. So stay with your feet hip distance apart. And from here, reach your arms forward. Interlock your fingers so that your right index finger comes above your left index finger. And then invert your palms and bring your arms up and over your head. Stand down through all four corners of your feet. Draw your knees and your thighs up. coil your tailbone to your pubic bone and your pubic bone back towards your tailbone, and lift the energy up from the base of your spine up to your crown of your head. Try to straighten and lock your elbows and draw your forearms back, but roll your outer upper arms forward. On the next exhale, reach your arms out to the side, and then bring your right arm, I'm going to mirror you, underneath your left arm. Cross at the elbow joint, and then you either bring the backs of your hands together or you bring the hands to intertwine, and then lift your elbows up, but drop the tops of your shoulders down your back, away from your ears, and at the same time draw your hands away from your face. So you should feel a stretch across your shoulder blades. And now from here, reach your arms out to the side once again, and bring your left arm underneath your right arm. Cross at the elbow joint. Either bring the backs of your hands together or intertwine your arms to bring your hands together. Again, lift your elbows up, drop the tops of your shoulders down your back, and then draw your hands away from your face. Breathe across that stretch on your shoulder blades, the back of your heart space. And then release your arms out to the side once again. Now bring your arms forward. Change the interlock of your fingers. So bring your left index finger above your right index finger. Invert your palms and then bring your arms back up. So fully stretch your arms. Nice spacious breaths. And this time, bring your body over to your right side. Keep rooting through that left heel. Bring your left rib slightly forward. And I'm just mirroring you so you can follow the same direction. Keep your abdominal area broadening back and up. Inhale, come up. And now standing into that right foot, lean over to your left side. Bring your right ribs slightly forward and look down to the earth. Try straighten and lock your elbows. And then inhale, come back up. And now on the next exhalation, release your arms and then interlock your fingers behind your back. So bring your right index finger in front of your left index finger. Squeeze your palms of your hands together and draw your arms back. But as you do that, keep your head in neutral and keep your lower front ribs in. And then take that closed fist and bring it over to your right hip. Again, I'm mirroring you. Hook that right elbow in, and now drop your right ear to your right shoulder. Just looking gently downward. Breathe into that left shoulder, that left trapezius. And then bring your head back up to neutral. Keep your hands squeezed together. Again, reach your arms backwards, and then just let your arms soften for a moment and change the interlock of your fingers. So you bring your left index finger above your right index finger. Again, squeeze your palms of your hands together. Reach your arms back and up, back and up. But again, see that your head is not going forward, it's in neutral. Your lower front ribs contained. And now bring that closed fist over to your left side. Hook that left elbow in, and then drop your left ear to your left shoulder. And just breathe into that right shoulder, that right trapezius area. And bring your head back up to neutral. Reach your arms back one more time, keeping your ribs contained. And then exhale, release. Let's come to standing. Okay, moving into the flow part of our sequence. So come to stand with your feet together at the front edge of your mat. And then bend your knees and come into Utkatasana. Reach your arms forward and up, little finger side of the hand facing each other. And then bring your palms of your hands together and draw your hands towards your heart space. Keep your abdomen broadening back to your spine. And now cross your right ankle over your left thigh. And then sit your buttocks back and bring your chest forward. Keep your right foot flexed so that you get a stronger stretch in that outer right hip. And also you feel your body a bit more connected. And then from there, slowly, like a wave, come up and stand your feet together. Again, inhale, Utkatasana. Reach your arms forward and up. And then turn your little finger side of your hand towards each other. Sit down deep. Bring the palms of your hands to touch and draw your hands towards your heart space. And now cross your left ankle over your right thigh. And then sit down nice and deep. Keep the left foot flexed. Bring your buttocks back, your chest forward. Keep your lower abdominal area broadening back to your spine. And then again, like a wave, come up, come to standing. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, dive your body forward. Inhale, open your collarbones. Exhale, step your right foot back. Drop your knee down. You're welcome to use a blanket under your knee if you're feeling sensitive. Keep your back toes tucked under. And then compact your outer hips. And from there, inhale, reach your arms up. Palms of your hands touching. Bring the base of your thumbs to the base of your occipital. Draw your tailbone to your pubic bone to your tailbone. So you protect your lower back. And then shoulders into your back and lift and open your throat. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, a large circle. Bring your hands down. And now step your left foot back. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, like a wave, come forward into Palakasana, almost like round. So you plug your front body into your back body. Either stay in plank and drop your knees down, or exhale, Chaturanga, elbows back, chest forward. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. If you feel it in your lower back, you can just drop your pubic bone down. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. From here, step your right foot forward. Drop your left knee down. Again, keep your left toes tucked under. If you need a blanket under your knee, go for it. Inhale, palms together, reach up. Bring the base of your thumbs to the base of your occipital. Coil your tailbone to your pubic bone to your tailbone. So your lower back is protected. And then bring your shoulders in. Open your throat, open your heart. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, large circle. Bring your hands forward and now step your left foot forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach your arms all the way up. And Samastitihi. Leading with the other leg. Inhale. Exhale to dive your body forward. Inhale to open. Exhale to step your left foot back. Drop your left knee down. Inhale, come up. Lift from the base of your spine upward. Hands behind your occipital. Heart space smiling open. Hips smiling open. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, large circle. Hands down. Step back your right foot, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, wave into Palakasana. Either drop your knees or exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Step your left foot forward. Drop your right knee down. Inhale, reach your arms up and back. Smiling your hips and your heart open. Full presence. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, large circle. Bring your hands down and now step your right foot forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale to fold. Inhale, reach your arms up. Samastitihi. Stand for a moment and breathe and feel. So our second flow is going to include Parsvakonasana bind, in which you're going to bring your hands together behind your buttock and then drawing the arms over. If for some reason you can't get your hands together easily, then you'll take your strap or your scarf in your top hand and you'll use that so that you can walk your hands closer together. Some of you might want to take a block underneath your hand when we come to the Parsvakonasana section. Okay, again, Utkatasana, bend your knees. Reach your arms forward and up, little finger side of the hand facing each other, abdomen broadly back and up. Bring the palms of your hands together. Draw that energy towards your heart space. Sit down nice and deep, and I'll cross your right ankle over your left thigh. Bring your left hip back and sit your buttocks down and bring your chest forward. Flex the right foot. Eyes steady. Breathe into it. Feeling that heat building. And then like a wave, come up and just come to standing. Again, Utkatasana. Reaching your arms up, little fingers towards each other, and then touch your palms. Draw that energy towards your heart. Sit down nice and deep and then cross your left ankle over your right thigh. Draw your right hip back. And then sit your buttocks down. Bring your chest forward. Keep your gaze straight ahead of you at a steady point. Abdomen broadly back to your spine. Find that inner connection. And then like a wave, come up and just come to standing in Samastiti here. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, dive your body forward. Inhale, open your collarbones. Exhale, step your right foot back. So now stay in a higher lunge where your right knee is drawing up to your thigh. Toes are still tucked under. And just breathe here. You can be on your fingertips. You can even use your blocks for your hands if you need it. Keep your abdomen softening back to your spine. Collarbones wide open, eyes soft. And then from there, turn your right heel flat at the back of your mat. And now bring your left hand to the inside of your left foot. You can bring your left hand on a block if you need it. And then reach your right arm up. So keep that left knee strongly bent directly above your ankle, but draw that outer left hip towards your right inner thigh. So you've got that action. And now bend your right arm and bring your right hand behind your left buttock. Bring your left arm underneath and take your hands together or use your belt as I showed you. Draw your hands in the direction of your right foot and draw your head towards the top end of your mat. And then spiral your chest and your abdomen up to the sky. Exhale, windmill your hands down. Come back into that higher lunge. Hands flat, and now exhale, step back, Adho Mukha Svanasana. On the next inhale, wave forward into Palakasana. Exhale, Chaturanga, elbows back, chest forward. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Step your right foot forward. Just again be in this higher variation of the lunge. Abdomen broadening back and up. Collarbones open. Throat and eyes soft. Now spin your left heel down at the back of your mat. Bring your right hand to the inside of this right foot. Again, you're welcome to use a block if you need it. Reach your left arm up to the sky. And now draw that outer right hip towards your left inner thigh. So you're drawing it back. And then bend your left elbow and bring your left hand behind your right buttock, and now weave this right arm underneath. Catch your hands together and then draw your hands to your left foot and draw your head to the top end of your mat. Spiral your chest and your abdomen up towards the sky and look up. Exhale, windmill your hands down. Come back into that higher variation of lunge. Look forward. Inhale, step your left foot forward, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach your arms all the way up. Samastitihi. Now leading with the other leg. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, dive your body forward. Inhale, open your collarbones. Exhale, step your left foot back. Come into the lunge. Draw your right hip back, your left hip forward. And spin your left heel flat at the back of your mat. Take your right hand to the inside of your right foot or on a block. Keep the upper arm strongly connecting to your inner thigh and your inner knee, and then reach your left arm up. Ready, spiral your chest open to the sky. And now bend your left elbow and take your left hand behind your right buttock. And then catch your left hand with your right hand and take both hands and teach that right sitting bone to draw towards your left inner thigh. Spiral your chest open. Lengthen your crown of your head and your tailbone in two opposite directions. Exhale, windmill your hands down. Come back into your lunge, hands flat, and then step back, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, wave into Palakasana, almost round your front body into your back body. So you find that connection. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Now stepping forward with your left foot. Come into your lunge, draw your left hip back, your right hip forward. And then bring your right heel down. Left hand to the inside of that left foot. And then reach your right arm up. So keep that left upper arm against your inner knee and your inner thigh to open up that hip. Spiral your chest and your abdomen already up to the sky. And now bend this right arm. So you bring this right hand towards that left sitting bone and then bring your left hand to catch your right hand. And with your hands, draw that left sitting bone towards your right inner thigh. And then draw your crown of your head and your tailbone in two opposite directions. So you lengthen your spine and spiral your chest, your abdomen up. Exhale, windmill your hands down, come into your lunge. And then step your right foot forward, inhale, lengthen. Exhale to fold. Inhale, reach your arms all the way up. And Samastitihi, just stand for a moment. Feel your breath, feel your heartbeat. Have your two blocks ready because perhaps you might need them. We're going to go into a variation of pigeon pose, Eka Pada Rajkaputasana, just a forward lying variation, relaxed variation. So come to stand onto your hands and your knees and spread your fingers wide and then tuck your toes under, come into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Take a few moments here, relax your shoulders, relax your neck. And then from there, bring your right knee towards your chest and float your right foot forward. Drop your left knee down. So you come into a lunge, come onto your fingertips. Walk your right foot over towards your left hip and bring your right knee out towards your right side. You bring it wide out to the side. So be on your fingertips for the moment. If you find that you can't quite bring this right buttock down, then please take support underneath that thigh. So either one of your blocks or two of your blocks, depending on what works for your body. And keep your left toes tucked under for the moment. Be on your fingertips and lift your spine. And now check out this front leg. So the more you bring the shin parallel to the front of your mat, the stronger the effect is going to be on that outer right hip. But check that your left hip is not rolling up. You want to roll that outer left hip down. If it's very strong, then rather bring this right foot in a little bit towards your left hip. So stay upright, keep your left toes tucked under and walk that left foot a little bit further back. Coil your tailbone into your pubic bone to your tailbone. Lift from the base of your spine, open your armpit chest as you roll your upper arm bones out. Open your throat. And then from there, let go your left toes and now walk your hands forward and soften your body in the direction of the earth. Let your forehead relax. Even if your head doesn't quite come down to the floor, you can just be on your forearms, but let your head relax down. And then breathing into that outer right hip, that inner left thigh, that left hip flexor. Just feeling where you feel the sensations, and can you let go completely? With each exhalation, let your body surrender more. And then from here, slowly come up. Walk your hands back up. Tuck your left toes under. And then again, step your right foot back and come into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Just walk your legs out for a moment. And then from there, bring your left knee in towards your chest. Float your foot forward so you come into a lunge. Drop your right knee down, your right toes are tucked under. And now walk your left foot over towards your right hip and drop your left knee out to the left side. So again, for those of you using support, you'll bring the support to underneath that left buttock and thigh. And then be on your fingertips, stay on your fingertips. And keeping your back toes tucked under. And then just assess how parallel do you want this left shin to be. So stronger when the shin is more parallel to your front of your mat. But again, be aware that you don't want this right hip to lift up. That's a good measurement to see that you can still roll this outer right hip down. If it's too strong, then bring this left foot in more towards your right hip. And stay on your fingertips. With your right toes tucked under, walk that right foot a little bit further backwards. And then coil your tailbone to your pubic bone towards your tailbone to lift the energy from the base of your spine and roll your upper arms out so that you open up your armpit chest. Throat soft. And then from there, let go your right foot. Walk your hands forward. And relax your body completely to the earth, to your capacity. Let go. Even if your head doesn't come all the way down, then just be on your forearms, but let your head relax. Let your shoulders relax. And just breathe into that outer left hip. Breathe into that inner right thigh and that right hip flexor area. And as you see, can you continue to surrender more and more? It's a sense of softening, releasing, letting go as you trust the process. And then slowly come back up. Tuck your right toes under. Press into your hands and now step your left foot back. Adho Mukha Svanasana, and just walk your legs out for a moment. And then come into Adho Mukha Virasana. Big toes together, knees nice and wide apart, wider than your sticky mat. And then soften your forehead down. Come back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. And then walk your feet forward towards your hands. Let your feet be as wide as your sticky mat. So nice and wide now. Outer edges of your feet in alignment with each other. Let your upper body soften to the earth. Your head, your neck relaxed. And then from here, turn your heels in and your toes out and come to sit in Malasana, a squat. And then reach your arms forward. So you're going to round your spine. And just let your body completely surrender. Soften, let go. And not to worry if your heels don't come down. You can always put a block underneath your heels if you need that. Or you can just keep your heels up and just breathe into it. Just allowing whatever areas need to open for you, giving them space. And then from here, bring your hands behind your back and come down to sit on your buttocks. And bring your soles of your feet together in a loose Baddha Konasana. If your hips are more open, you can bring your feet closer to you, but otherwise just keep a nice loose Baddha Konasana, almost like a diamond shape. And then bring your hands forward and completely soften and surrender your forehead down. If it's possible on your feet, or again, you can use a block or two. You can even use it on the higher height. If it's quite nice to let your forehead relax. This last few moments, letting go any resistance that might be there. Use your exhale breath to let go even more. And then bring your body up. And now bring your knees together. And then come to lie down on your back and hug your knees in towards your chest. Continue to hold on to your right knee. Straighten your left leg away from your upper body. Bring your right arm out to your right side, and then with your left hand, take that right knee over to your left side. Let's see, can you work your right knee down and your right shoulder down equally? And for today, just keep your head in neutral. Just exploring the shape. Evening out your breath. And come back to the center. Hug both your knees in towards your chest. And now hold on to your left knee and straighten your right leg away from you. Bring your left arm out to the left side, and then with your right hand, take that left knee all the way across. Again, see, can you get that left knee down? Can you get that left shoulder down? And just keeping your head in neutral. And breathe into the stretch, breathe into the release. And just that surrender of allowing life to unfold exactly as it is unfolding for you right now. And then from there, come back to the center. Hug both your knees in towards your chest. And then from there, release your feet onto the earth. So as you lie down here, just assess for yourself how your body feels. If you feel that you would like a blanket for under your head or a blanket for over you, then please get that now. If you feel that there's any stress in your lower back, then what you can do is just bring your blocks underneath the backs of your thighs. So just get your props ready now, and then again just lying with your knees bent. And check that your palms of your hands are facing up, and then bring your middle of your shoulder blades into your back and roll your upper arms out. And then stand into your feet and tuck your tailbone under and draw your upper buttocks towards your heels. And then lie your legs down one at a time. And let your arms roll from the inside out. Let your legs roll from the inside out. And take a few breaths where you focus on your exhalation. Just softening, surrendering, and letting go into that full trust of the process of life, allowing the natural flow of life. Let your eyes very gently soften and just completely surrender. gently allow your breath to become slightly fuller and deeper once again. Just feeling the sacredness of that life force moving inside you. Bend your elbows and bring your hands either to your abdomen or to your chest. Bend your knees to step your feet onto the earth. And then from here, reach your right arm up beside your right ear and roll your body onto your right side, resting your cheek on your upper arm. And just take a few breaths there. Come back up to sit in Siddhasana on your two blocks with one heel in front of the other heel. And bring your palms of your hands together at your heart. Let your eyes soften and look inward. Lift and lengthen your spine. Feeling your hips open, feeling your heart open. And just fully in tune with the natural flow of life. Trusting the process, surrendering to the ebb and flow. The gentle internal smile in knowing that everything is unfolding perfectly for you right now. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me. And have a happy rest of whichever time of the day it is where you are. And sending you so much love.